Tá fáilte romh go léir go dtí an ócáid speisialta seo in Institute Technoleachta Corky. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to this afternoon's conferring ceremony at Cork Institute of Technology. My name is Paul Green, and my role is to guide you through the protocols and procedures associated with this ceremony today. First, in the interest of those who have been unable to join us in the celebration of your graduation, there is a live link available at www.cit.ie/live. That's cit.ie/live. If you wish to share the live link, I would invite you to do so presently. Before dealing with the procedures of the ceremony, can I first address some issues to do with safety? Please note the location of your nearest safety exit. This afternoon there are 2 safety exits in the hall, both to the rear of the stage, one on my left-hand side and one behind the stage on the right. You'll be happy to hear that there are no fire drills scheduled for this afternoon. So in the unlikely event that you do hear an alarm being activated, you will hear an intermittent alarm sounder. We ask you to remain seated and await further instructions. If an evacuation is required, an announcement will be made from this podium. Stewards will be available to provide assistance, but please remember to walk quickly to the nearest exit without pushing or impeding others. And please do not attempt to re-enter the building until advised to do so by our safety response team. Now, please also remember our graduates today. The central business of today's ceremony will involve graduates moving around the hall to collect their parchments. So if you could keep all aisles and passageways clear of your belongings throughout the ceremony, we'd appreciate it. If anyone needs assistance during the ceremony, please let a steward know and we will endeavour to help. At the commencement of the ceremony itself, there will be an academic procession. I will invite you all to stand and to remain standing until the members of the academic procession are seated on the platform here. This afternoon's ceremony will be chaired by Mr. Gerard O'Donovan, Head of Faculty of Business and Humanities. Now, the following announcement will be of particular interest to the graduates themselves. Shortly after the commencement of the conferring ceremony, the President will deliver a short introduction, empowering him to make awards. When he has finished this introduction, I will require each row of graduates to proceed to the platform as directed by the stewards on the floor. So you'll arrive over on my right-hand side here. For each individual graduate, it's important to proceed to the podium in the order that you're seated, as the parchments are arranged in the same order here. When you approach the platform, please wait until your head of department announces your name, then proceed to the platform to receive your parchment from the President. To each individual graduate, this is your day. As you can see on my left-hand side, there's a professional photographer waiting for you. So don't forget when you receive your parchment to pause, look up at the camera and give a broad smile. You can then exit the platform on the opposite side from where I'm standing. Now, in the event that you receive the wrong parchment, this is a very rare event, so I've never seen it happen, but in the event that this happens, please don't panic. It's likely that we'll be aware of that before you are, and we can rectify that directly at the end of the ceremony. So finally, just with regard to applause, we would ask you not to applaud individual conferees. While there is an impulse on us all to do this, the tradition here is that the respective head of department will invite each class group to rise and receive an ovation from you once the group has completed their conferring. With all that said, thank you very much for your attention. Since the academic procession will commence momentarily, I would ask everyone now to switch your mobile phones to silent. Thank you. Please all rise and remain standing until all members of the academic procession are seated. I now call on the Head of Faculty of Business and Humanities, Mr. Gerard O'Donovan, to commence this afternoon's conferring ceremony.
Graduates of CIT and UCC, members of CIT's governing body, Deputy President and Registrar of UCC, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this meeting at which the joint award of Cork Institute of Technology and University College Cork will be conferred. Our guests on the front platform are, on my far left, Mr. Michael Loftus, Head of Faculty of Engineering and Science, CIT. Next to Michael, Dr. Barry O'Connor, President of CIT. Next to Barry is Professor John O'Halloran, Deputy President and Registrar of UCC. And on my immediate left, Dr. Anya Nihei, Registrar and Vice President for Academic Affairs, CIT. Our guests at the rear of the platform are members of CIT's governing body and members of the academic staff of CIT and UCC. This afternoon we have 92 students being conferred in awards in education, architecture and biomedical science. A great day of celebration for you, our students, your family and friends, and a proud day for us in CIT and UCC that you've achieved this milestone. The uniqueness of these programs is that today graduates will receive a joint award from CIT and UCC, but also these programs have professional accreditation and exemptions which ultimately let graduates pursue a pathway to a professional qualification. These programs are also unique in that they are managed by individual program board of studies with staff from CIT and UCC, both having rich connections with industry, which ensures programs are relevant, up to date, and graduates are employable. In fact, our recent graduate outcome survey shows 96% of our graduates are in paid employment or further study 9 months after graduation. Average salaries between 25 and 35,000 starting, and 79% of our graduates employed in Cork. So it's a great time to graduate and stay and work in Cork. So you are now ready for the next chapter of your lives, and along the way you'll discover that the things you've learned during your time in CIT and UCC will serve you well, regardless of what direction you ultimately choose for your career. So my top tips for advice after graduation are: stay at home as long as you can, because you'll save a fortune. Stay connected with your classmates, because some of them are going to be your lifelong friends, your lifelong partners, and even your employers in future. Spend more time with people than with your laptop, and I think that's important when you start in your first job, that you build those personal connections in an organisation, and that will fast track your promotional opportunities. Embrace lifelong learning. Your journey is just starting, so for many of you, you finished a degree or master's programme, but you will still have to upskill, and we'd be delighted both in CIT and UCC that you will come back and continue your journey through the many continuing professional development programmes that we have here. And stay connected with the staff here in CIT and UCC. Again, we love hearing about how our graduates are doing and how they're successful. And finally, I suppose the most important thing is dream big and be proud of who you are. I'd like to thank CIT UCC teams, academic, technical and administrative, who've helped you on your journey to graduation, and a special thanks to the members of the CIT UCC Joint Management Board. So enjoy this memorable day, be proud of your achievements and the award you will receive today. Your success is our success, so our best wishes to you all for a bright and a wonderful future. Thank you. I call upon the Head of College of CIT Crawford College of Art and Design, Ms. Catherine Feely, to commence the joint award conferring ceremony.
I call upon the Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork and the President of Cork Institute of Technology to conduct the procedure for the joint award of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology.
Good afternoon. Pro Universitas Hiberniae Nacional apud Corrigium confero de gradum magisteria professionalis in arte peducere arts in designationis studiosus Universitas Hiberniae Nationalis apud Corgadium et Collegia Technologia apud Corgidium presentis tatus. On behalf of University College Cork, I confer jointly the degree of Professional Masters of Education, Art and Design on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
I'm from the other part of the house. Harceann Institute, agus a Harvard and Odrash, a Hamlet to read the rare Altaquag 3, Dachtam Highly, Tigers Darvo Kaliakta, Edicus Salunt, and Brian Garvey the Sedoyag, Brunim, a Gofartiacht, and came Master Professiontus in the Dachus, Alinagus Jara, Erolmori, Clash and Hoskula, Corky, Agus Institute Technology, Corky, Eta, Corra Elahir. So, on behalf of the Institute, and by virtue of the authority delegated to it, under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Act of 2012, I hereby jointly confer the degree of Professional Master of Education, Art and Design on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
I call upon the Head of the Department of Arts in Health and Education, Ms. Louise Foote, to present the candidates.
President of Cork Institute of Technology, Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork, I have the honour to present to you candidates for the Professional Master of Education, Art and Design, jointly awarded by University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology. Avril Sandra Cogan, in absentia. Yvonne Cronin.
Congratulations, Yvonne. Well done.
Jessica Roberta Dean.
Congratulations. Well done.
Olga Margaret Dorney.
Congratulations, Olga. Well done.
Ronan Carol Duggan.
Morning, congratulations. Well done.
Leonie Farraher.
Congratulations, Leonie. Well done. Well done.
Emma Fitzgerald.
Congratulations, Emma. Well done.
Orla Mairead Hederman.
Well done. Congratulations.
Hazel Hutton.
Congratulations. Well done.
Peter William Martin.
Congratulations.
Rory David McGovern.
Congratulations, Rory. Well done.
Zoe Katie O'Connell.
Congratulations, Zoe.
Karen Christina O'Shea in absentia. June Park.
Congratulations.
Mariana Shustak.
Congratulations, Mariana.
Aisling Walsh.
Congratulations, Ashley.
And Karina Yo.
Congratulations, Queen.
With the graduates of the Award of Professional Master of Education, Art and Design, please stand to receive their ovation.
I call upon Dr. Joe Harrington, Head of School of Building and Civil Engineering, to commence the joint award conferring ceremony.
I call upon the Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork and the President of Cork Institute of Technology to conduct a procedure for the joint award of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology in the Cork Centre for Architectural Education.
Pro Universitas Hiberniae Nationales e Corrigium confero inte gradum baccalaureus scientia honora chorus cursa confecto et magisteria architectura studiosus Universitas Hibernias Nationales apud Corrigium et Collegia Technologia apud Corrigium presentatus. On behalf of University College Cork, I confer the jointly degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Architecture and Masters in Architecture on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
Agus a rís haar ceann na Institute agus de Harfa an Údrás a harmnig de rí de réir alta chuige trí deachtam chaíochttaí agus starfó chaíochta éidegus agus I leúnt den bhríon gábíil sa dóiag brunim a gáfartíocht an chéim Bachelor óíochta an orcha san Ailteacht agus Máiste san Ailteacht ar Rálimóirí de Chláis na Hoscail Corcaí agus Institute Technoloíochta Corcaí atá curtha láthair. So on behalf of the Institute and by virtue of the authority delegated to it under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Act of 2012, I hereby jointly confer the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Architecture and Master of Architecture on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
I call upon the Associate Director of the Cork Centre for Architectural Education, Ms. Deirdre Ryan, to present the candidates.
President of Cork Institute of Technology, Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork, I have the honour to present to you candidates for the Bachelor of Science Honours in Architecture, jointly awarded by University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology. Joanna May Barrett. Heather Jane Bennett. Brendan Ronan Bolger in absentia. Megan Kate Buckley. Ali Marie Burns in absentia. Orlath Breed Cahill. Artur Khalij. Fanula Claire Cogan. Patrick John Corcoran. Jennifer Margaret Cronin. Rawan Fasil Mohammed Osman Dablouk. Katie Hamilton. Laura Elizabeth Healy in absentia. Daniel Katzenelson. Sinead Ellen Kelleher. Jack Gerard Keneally. Yasmin Katie Lahik. And Dominique Landicio. Liam Manning. James Michael McAuliffe. Anna McCarthy. Patricia Mako. Kevin Anthony Morrissey. Elaine Catherine Moynihan. Neil O'Brien. Fergal Timothy O'Connor in absentia. Karen O'Donovan. Emer Patricia O'Driscoll. Jean Emily O'Driscoll. Kate Nora May O'Driscoll. Kirsten Emily O'Keefe. Phelim Connor O'Leary in absentia. Kiva O'Sullivan in absentia. Emma Kate Prendergast. Igors Sheglos in absentia. Tom Shepherd. Liam Eamon Walsh. Fiona Wolfe. Would the graduates of the Award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Architecture Please stand to receive their ovation. President of Cork Institute of Technology, Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork, I have the honour to present to you candidates for the Master of Architecture, jointly awarded by University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology. Paul Liam Brinkman. Samuel Michael Butler. James Joseph Byrne in absentia. Fanula Deirdre Sinead Cray. John Celsus Dwan. Daniel James Raymond Leahy. Una Margaret Marley. Mark McCormack in absentia. Mark Jonathan O'Connell. Robert John O'Shea. Martha Patricia Stapleton. Would the graduates of the Award of Master of Architecture please stand to receive their ovation?
I call upon the Head of School of Science and Informatics, Mr. Tim Horgan, to commence the joint award conferring ceremony.
I call upon the Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork and the President of Cork Institute of Technology to conduct the procedure for the joint award of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology on the learners presented.
Pro Universitas Hiberniae Nationalis apud Corrigium confero in Untitled Gradum Baccalaureatus in Scientia honoris corso confecto in Scientia Biomedica Studiosus Universitas Hiberniae Nationalis apud Corrigium et Collegia Technologia apud Corrigium Presentatis. On behalf of University College Cork, I confer the jointly degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Biomedical Sciences on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
So, har ceann Institute agus de Harfa an údarás a harmnig de réir áta chuige trí dachtam chailíochtaí agus dearbú chailíochta idechas agus a lúint den bhríon gáhfuil sa dóiag. Bronim a gáfartíocht an chéim Bachelor óliachta an orcha san óliacht bilais Olimóri chláis an Hallscoile Corcaigh agus Institute Technology Corcaigh atá curra I láthair. On behalf of the Institute and by virtue of the authority delegated to it under Section 53 of the Qualifications and Quality Assurance Education and Training Act of 2012, I hereby jointly confer the degree of Bachelor of Science Honours in Biomedical Science on the learners of University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology presented.
I call upon the Head of the Department of Biological Sciences, Dr. Brendan O'Connell, to present the candidates.
President of Cork Institute of Technology, Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork. I have the honour to present to you candidates for the Bachelor of Science Honours in Biomedical Science, jointly awarded by University College Cork and Cork Institute of Technology. Daniel Michael Brazel. Thomas Oliver Brooks. Sarah Philomena Burke. Aoife Margaret Coakley. Siobhan Mary Donoghue. Jessica Teresa Dunn. Diane Fitzgerald.
Congratulations, Diane.
Brua James Fitzpatrick.
Congratulations,
Claire Ann Fitzpatrick. Sean Patrick Goodwin. Eamon Grennan. James Victor Hart. Céile Ellen Hawkins. Ciara Marie Hodson.
Congratulations, Ciara.
Fionnuala Elizabeth Keane.
Congratulations, Fiona.
Shauna Mary Kelly.
Congratulations, Shauna. Well done.
Siobhan Bridget Ladden.
Siobhan, congratulations.
Anya Marie Murphy.
Congratulations, Anya. Well done.
Emer O'Connell. Rose O'Driscoll.
Congratulations, Rose.
Shannon Kate O'Leary.
Congratulations, Shannon.
Cliona O'Shea.
Cliona, congratulations.
Amy Claire Phelan.
Congratulations. Best luck to you.
Chloe Stack.
Congratulations. Best luck.
Jodie Teresa Walker.
Congratulations. Best luck to you.
Ciara Marie Walsh.
Well done, Ciara. Ciara, fantastic. Best luck to you.
Would the graduates of the award of Bachelor of Science Honours in Biomedical Science please stand to receive their ovation.
This concludes this part of the meeting for the purpose of conferring awards on the students present today. I now call on the President of the Institute, Dr. Barry O'Connor, to address you.
Thank you, Michael. And could I have a great big round of applause for our fantastic graduates. Well done. And maybe another round of applause for the youngest graduate that ever came up here onto the stage. Come back. And then it be said, probably the most behaved, best behaved ever as well. Well done to him. So, Trace Liam, the Gachanian, so Tranona, Gul came, Bachelor, no came, Master, but the Machagiv, Ta Ashtor Fada Dientagiv, Ashtor Defrode Gachian Dinner, Atasha Masonish, as Ta came, but the Machagiv. The word came is the Irish for a degree, as most of you would know, CE Fada IM, and translating for Kevin's benefit here. The came means a step, and this is a step in your education. And I guess all three areas today, be it in education or biomedical science or architecture, is going to be a continuous process of CPD, of updating your skills as you go along, be it through the architecture, the teaching, or biomedical, because you're all involved in evolving professions. So we are here between UCC and ourselves to help you along the way as you develop, whether it's through CPD or recognition for prior learning or other professional programs. We won't be found wanting to help you to stay up to date and stay licensed and certified and so on as you go along. So, I mean, it's a feature of what we do here in CIT right across the board in terms of all our degrees, that they're profession focused, and thereby they're quality assured academically and quality assured professionally. Now, you folks have had the benefit, if benefit it is, of being quality assured by UCC, being quality assured by CIT, and being quality assured by your professional bodies as well, which makes it maybe a tough delivery from our point of view across both institutions, but you can be sure what you have are extremely quality assured and highly mobile degrees. In terms of your mobility is guaranteed globally by three, at least a minimum of 3 different accrediting agencies across each degree here today. So, that is unique really in terms of degrees in this country. There are no 2 other institutions in this country who actually give joint awards. And the logic behind it is a logic that could be extended to many other institutions, where we take the best of both institutions, or of 2 institutions, put them together to give you highly focused, top-of-the-range professional degrees. Nobody else does it in the country, because, as John and Kevin and Tim and colleagues would testify, it is difficult. It's difficult from the point of view of trying to balance out the professional and the academic and the relevance of the degrees. So maybe it made it awkward for you by times, but in years to come, you will be grateful and you will see the unique nature of having a parchment with NUI, UCC and CIT on it. So, the effort from our point of view was well worth it. I mean, just take the architecture degree, I suppose, which is the middle one in terms of age. That was taking the best of engineering in CIT and architecture, taking the best of engineering in UCC, but also, as we have them here today, an input from the Crawford College of Art and Design. So again, the combination that is unique, you won't get it in any architecture degree anywhere else on these islands. So as I say, you're highly mobile, you're going to go into great professions, but as I've said to all our graduating classes over the last few days, when you do make the first million, think of CIT first, then UCC. And come back and we'll name a drawing office after you, or a laboratory, or a classroom, or even a bench outside in the yard. So think seriously, the UCC Foundation, CIT Foundation, we're here to try and maintain a high level of education that is focused and relevant to the regions where we serve and who serve us. So, as I say, think of that as you go along. Could I just say, in terms of, just say one word out to Catherine Keane, our head of Department of Architecture, who is out at the moment. So we wish Catherine a very speedy recovery, and hopefully she might be looking in on the internet, unless she has better things to be doing. But if she is, best wishes, Catherine, and for a speedy recovery, and come back to us when you're ready for that. So I'll hand over to Professor O'Halloran now. We've had many long days and nights around joint boards and boards of studies to refine and keep developing these programs that we have conferred here today. And as I say, it's great to be working with colleagues inside UCC and with the professional bodies as well. And again, the fruits of that labour are here today. And I just wish you all a great weekend. And, you know, as I said, for the people over here, our friends here, our graduates here, they're buying the drinks tonight, right? And the dinner. So, Gramil min mahagav, agus winning it hanav as an tronora.
I call on the Deputy President and Registrar of University College Cork, Professor John O'Halloran, to address you.
So good afternoon, everybody. First of all, to our graduates, congratulations. It's a fantastic afternoon for all of us and all of you. We're incredibly proud of you. We're incredibly excited for the future that you have ahead of you. This is my first joint conferring with UCC and CIT in this role. And they say you can't make a first impression a second time. I don't think I need to, because I look at some incredibly talented graduates here today. I don't know if they were selected for me because my goddaughter is a biomedical science graduate and my godson studied architecture, and I've also got an art person in my family as well, so I don't know if it was chosen, but these incredibly talented people here this afternoon. So to our graduates first, can I say sincere congratulations from all of us, I think from all of us on the podium here, but all of the fantastic teams that are behind all of us in our institutions, because our focus over the last period has been on you. Our focus was to support you, to enable you to be the person you are today. The responsibility now passes to you. The responsibility, because you're incredibly talented graduates, and with talent comes responsibility. The responsibility to be a good citizen, the responsibility to reach out, the responsibility to support somebody, the responsibility to support your neighbour. John Lithgow was one of the first musicians to address a Harvard commencement, as they called it then, and I think some of us are confused why in the United States, we're confused by a lot in the United States maybe, but one of the things we're particularly confused by is the fact that they call conferring as commencements. And of course the reason they call it commencement is because we're all dressed up, because a very important day is happening today, because we're commencing a new stage in your life. You are going out into the world to do something special. And he made 5 sentences, and then there are only 2 words in each sentence, when he was giving a message to the graduates at that commencement in Harvard some years ago. And it went like this. It said, be creative, be useful, be practical, be generous, but more importantly, be adventurous. You are going to a world that's incredibly exciting, incredibly open to everything in the world. I was saying to the President O'Connor 4 weeks ago, I stood at a conferring in Cairo, giving out 360 certificates to graduates between Future University in Egypt and UCC. And last week I was in Beijing and Shanghai. So that's the world that you're going into, a world where you will hopefully travel sustainably, not in an aircraft that's guzzling up fuel, but actually that you'll travel and do something really interesting. The President has already said that you are proud alumnus of both institutions. You are unique. And I think we certainly see you as unique, and we treasure you enormously. So wherever you feel you want to support, we'll be there to work with you, to listen to you, and to seek your support, because we will need it. There are cohorts of students coming behind you that will need your support in the same way as you enjoyed it, and we will ask you to help us in their learning journey. To parents and families, the proud families and parents on this side, those of us up here have had the joy of looking at all these smiling faces, looking up at us for the last hour or so. I know you'll enjoy it later today, but we want to say thank you to you. Thank you from the people up here, my colleagues and friends from UCC and CIT, but probably more importantly, thank you from the people over here. People over on this side probably had asked you for a check maybe. They might have asked you to cook a meal. They might have asked you to maybe do something special for them at various points in time. So could I invite all our graduates on this side to face all of your family on that side and applaud them and thank you for all that you've done for all your family in the last number of years. So stand up please and give us all. because you didn't do it on your own. Most of those guys over there helped you also in some way or other, and we're incredibly grateful to you collectively for all that you've done. And finally, just remains for me to thank all my colleagues and friends on the podium, and there are many more behind us, and in particular their leader, President O'Connor, for his generosity, for his collaboration, for this team's collaboration, and most importantly to focus on a really important educational project to change the world, to change our lives, and we're setting you out to change their lives. So you might join with me in thanking all our colleagues on the podium as well. Thank you very much. So it only remains for me to say, Cor Gordigus, congratulations, be adventurous. Thank you very, very much.
So now we've come to the end of this event. I want to thank the organising committee. You can see Norma and Dan over, who've done a tremendous job with many colleagues to make today's event a great success, and I want to acknowledge that. Paul is there as well. We are having a reception in the West Atrium. We'll be delighted to see you there. Share a cup of tea, a sandwich, some words in relation to your experiences with both of our institutions. So on that note, our meeting is concluded. Best wishes and thanks to you all. We might ask you to rise now as the academic procession leaves the hall. Thank you.
If you would mind remaining seated just for one moment, could I ask you to show your appreciation for the musical performance first? I think you'll agree it added